So I feel like I'm living in the twilight zone. Am I out of touch? What's wrong with me? Because I see the girls are gagging over the new Ariana Grande album. She dropped her album Eternal Sunshine yesterday, I believe, or 2 days ago. I think it was yesterday. I checked out the video she did for that one song, which is very forgettable. We Can't Be Friends. Yes. And I didn't like it. I didn't feel inspired to go listen to the album yesterday when it dropped, but I said because all the girls are going crazy over it, let me give it a try and listen to it. I've never listened to a full Ariana project, so I don't know how this compares to her other bodies of work. I'm like a very casual Ariana Grande fan. Like, I know her radio hits. I like those type of songs, but I've never bought an album. I've never listened to an album from start to finish. So you can take my opinions on Ariana Grande with a grain of salt. The first thing that I felt when I heard when I heard Eternal Sunshine was like, okay, this sounds like Drake's ghostwriter penned this song. I don't know, there was just something so familiar and so Drake-ish about it. And then I saw people in the comments talking about how it sounds like nonsense by Sabrina Carpenter. Don't know that woman either or her songs either. I mean, I think I know vaguely who Sabrina Carpenter is, but I don't follow her music like that. So yeah, and then The Boy Is Mine is another song that I do like, but a lot of the album, I saw people in the comments and I agreed, like they would listen to a song and be like, oh, this sounds like what's that song? They'll be like, this sounds like Say My Name by Destiny's Child. They would say like, this sounds like if Chris Brown hopped on a remix, it would be great. If the Weeknd hopped on this song, it would be great. Like, a lot of it felt like it was created by an AI. Like, ChatGPT was told, make an Ariana Grande album, use 90s R&B, a bit of synth pop in there, and Drake lyrics. Use Drake's ghostwriter too to pen the lyrics, because even the lyrics, some of them were so sparse. Like, the album feels so minimalist, and then she has this effect on her voice, like she sounds like a robot throughout the whole thing. Also, vocally, I didn't feel like Ariana Grande did anything on this album that she hasn't done in her previous songs. I won't say album because I've never listened to a full project from Ariana Grande before this. But yeah, but people are saying this is the best body of work Ariana Grande have put out. I saw a lot of comments saying that. So I'm like, if this is Ariana's best work, and I feel like it's not even that it's bad, it's very safe, actually. Like, I don't really feel anything. I don't get a distinct visceral feeling from it. It didn't grab me the first time I listened to it. The more I listen to it, I do like it, but I yearn for the days when you listen to music and just it grabs you. You know it's a hit from go. Like, it just grabs you from the get-go. And a lot of this album just, yeah, it felt like one long song. It felt very derivative. I would hear it and I would think of Drake or early Beyonce, even Cisco. I'm a huge Cisco fan, so I felt like I got a bit of Cisco from the album too. Just a lot of like the 90s pop R&B sound, late 90s, early 2000s, and the lyrics also, like, though someone who said like Ariana has used that stars are aligned lyric in a lot of her other songs, in a lot of her other albums. Like, yeah, like lyrics that just sound so generic, like they could be applied to anything. And this is supposed to be Ariana's Lemonade. This is supposed to be the album where she delves into her personal life and with this storm that's been going on with her allegedly being a homewrecker, stealing that SpongeBob dude from that other lady. Yeah, with all that controversy going on, this album was supposed to be, and going through a divorce herself from her husband Dalton, and that lasted what, like 2 minutes. It was barely married for 2 years, and we never even saw them outside. We thought we'd get like into an insight into Ariana Grande's life, but it feels like a generic album that she could have sung at any point in her life, and honestly could have given this to any pop star and it would have worked. Like, that's what I'm saying. There's nothing bad about the album. There's nothing bad about her vocal performance on it. It's just safe and bland and mid to me. Like, nothing visceral about it that makes you feel like, you know what, when she did the SNL performance of not Eternal Sunshine, Imperfect for You, that's another song on the album that I like. I felt like I would have preferred that version of how she performed it on the album, because of this effect she has on her voice where she sounds so robotic. Like, it washes out a lot of the album. Like, a lot of the album just sounds too minimalist, too washed out. There are lyrics that just sound like so generic and they've been recycled. Yeah, but the girls love it, and so I'm just gonna listen to it again and again. The one good thing that I can say about this album is that she does have a theme. So it's named Eternal Sunshine after the movie starring Jim Carrey that I've never watched, called Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. And even the video, the one video that she has dropped for We Can't Be Friends, that features Evan Peters in it. Yeah, it's just taking a lot of inspiration from the movie. So I did like that she had a theme, but I feel like she could have gone even further with that. She could have been more experimental with her voice, with the sounds of the album. Yeah, instead of making just so microwave, TikTok friendly, just safe music. And okay, another good thing, the album is a quick listen. It does not overstay its welcome, and I'm the kind of person who prefers an album just be short and quick than just go on and drag on. So it's very easy to listen to. Like, you'll be done in less than an hour listening to the whole album. Yeah, so my favorites of the album is The Boy Is Mine is my favorite because it's just like the one song that I can actually remember. Another song I'd like is Eternal Sunshine. I can't remember the song except for the last two bars. Tight chest, that's all I remember from the song. So I put it there because I remember one line from the song. Another song that I liked, Imperfect for You. I like that song. I especially liked her live rendition on SNL. I think it sounds better there, and I would have preferred that version, her raw vocals on the album, compared to this effect that she has throughout the entire album. True Story, that's another song that I put on there in my list of songs that I liked, although again I can't remember how the song sounds, but I know I put it in my list of favorites because it sounded at least distinct from the other songs on the album, because the album just sounds like one long song. And Ordinary Things. So yeah, those are my 5 right now. I'll give the album another listen. I mean, it's only been like what, a day, and I'll only listen to the album once, so my opinions could end up changing. And yeah, so that's my take on Ariana Grande's album drop, Eternal Sunshine. Have you listened to it? What are your favorites? Do you like the album? Do you think it's one of Ariana's best album? Are you an Ariana Grande fan? Let me know in the comments down below. This is Take 254 and I'm your host, Sybil.